Engineer Festus Ng'eno, Principal Secretary in the State Department of Environment and Climate Change in the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry. So for me here is to just appreciate first the entire engineering society, EPK, IEK for putting up a very elaborate engineering conference, and the theme resonates very well to what we are doing as government. And I will tie it back to the Africa Climate Summit that was hosted by His Excellency the President last year with the agenda of driving green growth for climate action. So what we've employed to the engineers and the teams here is to be able to build climate resilience and innovative technologies for purposes of climate action. And we've seen quite a number of innovations that have been presented here, and it is so encouraging. And therefore, we are asking our engineers to be able to be adaptive, do mitigation programs, livelihood resilience program, building technologies that can be able to withstand climate change effects, building roads that can be able to withstand the flooding situations that we've been here seen, the buildings that they are designing and supervising. And therefore, innovation is key, and driving the green growth agenda has been one of the key things that I've been able to see here. And that ties to our mantra that the President is pushing, building green growth resilience programs within the country and within the various sectors, whether it is agriculture, whether it is roads, whether it is energy. And talking about the Africa Climate Summit, we were looking at four things. The issue of green minerals, the abundance in it in the Africa region and Kenya for that matter, the renewable energy, hydro, wind, solar, and so forth. And also looking at the carbon sinks within our environment, the forest that we have. And therefore, that ties then to our initiative that we are driving tomorrow. That His Excellency the President has seen it fit again to provide an opportunity for Kenyans to build their own lives. Let me put it that way. Because by doing greening program, which is tree growing, you are really employing one of the ways of mitigating against climate change effects. We've seen the flooding situation that we've gone through as a country. We've seen the drought earlier on before, and even February this year was touted under the international, the IPCC convention panel, that this was the hottest month in February. And then within no time we had El Nino, now we have these floods. These are all climate change effects that we are seeing. And therefore, we have made a decision that even as we commemorate with our Kenyans who have lost lives in the flooding situation, what has happened, we want also to give an opportunity to ourselves to plant and grow trees. And our target is that we are going to do 1 billion trees tomorrow, meaning that we are 50 million Kenyans, and therefore we are asking every Kenyan to plant at least 20 trees. If you do that, you'll get 1 billion. If 20 million Kenyans participate tomorrow, we are also asking that at least plant 50 trees, and we have that target. The program is being led from the highest level, the President, the Cabinet. If you've seen the program that we've been circulating, it is the Cabinet Secretaries that are driving the agenda. So every Cabinet Secretary has been given to man 2 counties, so he needs to mobilize resources within the county governments, within the state corporations, and deliver on that agenda. So that's one of the key things that we are really aiming at. Remember, this is a presidential directive. Growing 15 billion trees means that we are moving our tree cover from 12.8% where we are currently to 30% by 2030. And it is one of the key things that we need to be doing at least 1.5 billion every year for us to get to 15 billion. We are lagging behind, that's why we are giving a push. And therefore the Green Holiday tomorrow is not for Kenyans to just relax, it is to work. And you will see a big difference tomorrow. We are going to get into the ground and start planting. No speeches, no other things. You just go and plant trees. And our Kenya Forest Service, our Carefree, and our private sector are going to provide us with the seedlings that we require to deliver on that mandate. So we are hoping that we'll have a successful day tomorrow. Thank you.
Maybe away from floods, the weatherman has predicted La Nina starting maybe August.
Yeah.
Maybe as a government, maybe what are you doing regarding what are the things which the calamity does not?
Agreed, and I think that's what I also alluded earlier on. So we are predicting that we will have this enhanced rainfall. So we had El Nino, enhanced rainfall. The La Nina, yes, July, August, September. But I think what we've learned as government, especially from the National Disaster Response Center, we are becoming wiser and we are putting in resilience within ourselves and even capacity building to be able to handle whether flooding or whether drought. So I think we will be able to pull through the La Nina that we are expecting to be coming in. We might, the beauty with tropics where we are, and that we are lucky as Kenya, is that prediction can happen. Like for La Nina, we predicted the cyclone was coming, but you see the tropics story, winds and everything helped us, and that cyclone was dissipated. We also praying that we will have good weather this year, that even the drought situation that we might be facing in the next few months will not be as devastating as it has been in other years. So we hope that we are building. But one of the key things that we need to do is that if we do our tree growing programs, for example, as one of the ways of mitigating against climate change effects. We do the water harvesting even as it rains now. I think we can be able to mitigate against any other adverse effects. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Chair.
Yes. As you have followed in this convention since yesterday, there is a lot of innovation that is taking place in Kenya, especially in the ICT area. We have seen a lot of Internet of Things. We have seen a lot of innovations that are being produced and a different way of doing things. So we are encouraging ourselves as engineers to leverage on this technology so that we can come up with the programs and projects that will address these issues. We have to look at sciences going to data to look at our rainfall patterns, to look at the general weather trend and so on, and design our structures, be they roads and buildings and dams and everything that we design and build to comply to the climate changes. We are also going to concentrate more on green energy, avoiding a lot of conventional power systems that would normally take a lot of energy and emit a lot of emissions. Have more open space. This climate is very good, as one presenter said here this afternoon. You come to a country like this and it is on green, so we want that in green to continue so that everything will flow and people live comfortable life.